Hey everybody, this is Leon, and I wanted to do a quick video on something really cool. It's called Self-Sustainable Open Source Web Services. And I wrote Good Times Are Coming because this is not some kind of hippie philosophy like, oh yeah, I wish the web would be like this, and I wish the big bad evil companies wouldn't be there. No, the companies should stay there. They are welcome. And the only thing I'm trying to tell with this whole philosophy, which is basically promoted by Glider Labs, Jeff Lindsay, Joel Vernousik, they're promoting this idea of a self-sustainable web. And it's real. It's possible. Because we have a highly saturated server market where server technology is almost free. Actually, it is free. And that allows us to look at the web like an ecosystem of self-sustainable web services instead of a web which is an ecosystem of companies and fancy web pages. So I created a small list of providers who allow you to run self-sustainable web services. And you can just do it. You can just kind of create a web service which is useful to many people. You don't have to worry too much about usage. The only thing you have to do is build a self-sustainable loop in there. And the easiest way to do that is to build in some kind of mechanism which accepts donations and which also shows the donations. So many people use the service. You can see that, okay, we need to donate a bit. So just like a vending machine, it only takes a few donations from a company or some individuals, and the machine will run for a long time again. So this is the usage to donations ratio is very high to low. So you need a lot of usage before you get into the need of a donation again. So here is kind of that idea. It's a loop, because if you have like these open source self-sustainable providers like I showed here in this list, then it means that more of these self-sustainable web services can arise and being used, being updated, being bug fixed by the community because it's open source. And it's kind of a loop. The more providers allow this, the more the web can run on its own. And this is really cool. Another example, and that's why I'm saying it's real. It's not some kind of hippie idea. The example is command.io. This is a really interesting project. You should check it out. It's not a platform as a service project, but rather a command line provider. And a small summary, but I guess you should just check it out yourself. It's kind of like some people look at it like a build server, but it's not like that. Some other people look at it like an API endpoint to command line gateway. That's also not, it's really interesting, to just check it out yourself. You can really make it easy to allow other people to run command lines and install command lines. So with one keystroke, you can install a command, which is basically a whole Docker container with the whole setup. Like, you don't have to worry about that. So you can just use the command. So it's kind of like super commands. You don't have to worry about architectures or packages. There are some packages which are really hard to install. So this is really interesting. But the point is that this is a self-sustainable web service. So this product, well, it's not really a product as like a traditional company product. It's more a product for the web toolkit. Is self-sustainable, and it also has this donation feed in it. So it's not that there's some kind of funding idea behind it that, oh, it has to become a big startup with like huge growth and you know, the traditional startup stuff. No, this is more like an anti-startup. And yeah, just check it out. I really hope that there will be more of these kinds of web services, and I hope it will inspire people to think like, hey, wait a minute, if this is possible, then I also have a bunch of cool ideas which I think people would be happy to use. Maybe I should also do it like this instead of going for this traditional, oh, we need funding and we need some investors and blah, blah, blah. So check it out. Good times are coming. Bye-bye.